Hey everybody, Marcus here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I've got another e-bike for you today. This is the Aipas or Aipas, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, C1 Max. Now, this is a full-featured bike. It's not a mountain bike, it's just kind of an everyday e-bike. You can ride it on roads. I suppose you could go on some dirt trails, but I don't think that's what it's intended for. It's mostly for paved trails, that sort of thing. I think like if you have an RV or something, I think this would be the ideal e-bike for kind of getting around your campsite and so forth. However, it has a ton of features on it, and we're going to take a look at those one at a time. Okay, let's start at the front of the bike. So let's start with the tires. Again, you can see these aren't knobbies. They're kind of semi-knobbies or whatever. I suppose you could go on a dirt track, but I wouldn't try anything too rough with them. I put 20 pounds of air pressure in them. But anyway, they are 24-inch by 2.6-inch tires, so big enough to take care of things. Nice spokes. As you can see, we've got disc brakes on this guy. They're not hydraulic, they're cable operated, but yeah, that's plenty really for what we're doing here. And let's take a look at the front here. Okay, so we've got a combination horn and light. So there is the light. You can see that's quite bright and works quite well. Then we got the horn as well. So that's loud enough for you. That'll get people's attention. And you do have suspension in front here, right? You got hydraulic suspension. I don't think you've got a whole lot of travel there, maybe an inch or so. You can adjust preload here. I wouldn't even know where to start. You're probably just going to have to experiment around with that. And then you can lock it too. I know some people like to lock their suspension, so you can lock it or unlock it. Most of the time you're going to be unlocked. And it's got I believe this is a mount if you wanted to put an accessory basket on there. The kit they sent me didn't have one, but yeah. So you got pretty comfortable grips here. Here's the front brake. You saw me hit the headlight button there. Right there it is. And the horn right there. And right here you have turn signals. Well, heck, let's try those out. We're going to switch to the back here for a second. And you can see you got turn signals. There are no front turn signals, but I think primarily you need them in the back, right? To see people behind you to see if you're turning or not. So then let's take a look at the controls here. You got plus and minus for your pedal assist. So plus, there we're in pedal assist 1 and so on. Go back down to 0 here. And then this button right here, it's a brightness button. So it's going to adjust the brightness of the color screen here. I think it's TFT screen. I was going to say LCD, but I think it's TFT. But anyway, we'll put it back on bright. On-off switch right there. And then this information button, you can change from odometer. There is max speed. There is average speed. That is voltage in the battery. And this one, I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, there's a trip meter right there. So you've got a bunch of different choices there. And then we go to the other side. You got the rear brake, of course. And then the 7-speed Shimano derailleur. Very common on these e-bikes. I think most of them have about the same one. And then you do have throttle control here. So you can ride the bike completely by throttle if you wish. Twist grip throttle. Then the battery is mounted in here. I'm not going to take it out. Anybody that usually you've seen batteries before, but that's how you lock and unlock the battery, and it falls out front. And you can either charge the battery either on the bike or the battery separately away from the bike. On this side right here, this is where your on-off switch is, and then the charge port for the battery. So again, if you can look at the fit and finish on here, it's got pretty decent welds on it. The paint looks pretty darn good. This is definitely a quality bike. And then, of course, the seat, typical adjustable up and down right there. So you're going to adjust that however you wish. And then, of course, dual disc brakes. Again, they're cable operated, which is plenty. And then you've got this is the hub motor right here. That is an 1100 watt motor that's going to take you to a top speed of 28 miles an hour. which on an e-bike, trust me, is plenty. Okay, moving to the back, I turned that headlight on, and let's hit another turn signal. There we go, there's the right-hand turn signal this time. So then on this side, this is the 7-speed Shimano derailleur. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned, you do have a luggage rack that comes stock with the bike. Again, I think I'm going to look for a front rack for it. You always need to be able to carry stuff, so it's always handy to have storage when you're going places and so forth. Yeah, okay, that is about it. I think the main thing that we need to do now is get this guy out in the field and try it out. But yeah, that's your introduction to the Aipas or Aipas C1 Max. Oh, by the way, before we take this guy out in the field, I'm going to show you what it took to put it all together. Hey, okay, it's about time we get this bike out of the box. You'll notice that they make the box look like it's a TV. I assume that is for theft reasons. Probably less TVs get stolen than e-bikes. Hey, okay, so you saw that time lapse of putting the bike together. That took probably an hour and a half. It can be a little tedious. If you are not comfortable with wrenches in your hand, I would just take it to a bike shop. Most bike shops will put together a bike for you and get it adjusted for about $100 or so. So if you are not comfortable putting it together, that's always an option. All right, let's quit messing around. Let's get this bike out in the field. Let's give it a shot. Hey, so I'm out in the field with the Aipas C1 Max. I've ridden it from my house over to the schoolyard here to where we're going to do our testing, and so far so good. I really like the way it rides. I got it all the way up into pedal assist 3 at one point, plenty of power, and I kind of like the cadence, the faster you pedal, the faster the bike goes. A lot of e-bikes, they just freewheel. In other words, if you start pedaling, then it just goes as fast as it can in that pedal assist mode. This is a little different. It keeps up with the speed of your pedaling, which is a good thing. Okay, so I'm just hand holding the action camera here, so I apologize if we're a little bit jerky, but a couple of things that I've noticed in my short ride so far is I really like the step-through design. I'm a 70-year-old man, and it's so much easier to get on a bike like this without having to step way over the top of it. So it works quite well. And again, I talked a little bit about the cadence of the pedals. It seems to work pretty good. And then of course there's that 1100 watt hub motor, and you've got a nice luggage rack back here to strap things onto if you wish. I'll show you my setup and show you the dashboard, if you will, I guess, the control center of the bike. So you can see right now the one there, it's in pedal assist 1, and I like that it's a color screen. I can kick it up to 2, 3, all the way on up to 5. And I showed you that earlier, but I wanted to show it to you in the field. Now, to turn the bike on, underneath this little flap, you're gonna see an on-off switch there, and that's also a charge port. So you don't have to remove the battery from the bike if you want to charge it. But you know, I always turn that red switch off when I'm not riding. Let's turn it back on here, so we're ready to go. And then this little cover just fits right over. And it says right there that this is a Class 2 e-bike, and that is important for a lot of jurisdictions. Class 2, 28 miles an hour is all they want you to go. And they do give you a QR code here for the app to activate. Well, I don't know if it's an app, but you have to activate the warranty. So you've got that right there. So since I turned it off and back on, the main panel here went off. So we just hit the on-off button here, and you're going to see it go through its checks there, and then it comes back to 0 and you're ready to go. And you can either ride like that, or again, plus and minus to change the pedal assist mode. Yeah, so I have my iPhone mounted here so that we're gonna be chasing with the drone, and that way I can move the drone around with my iPhone, control it with my iPhone. So that's why that's there. And yeah, like you can see, I guess I don't even have the key in it right now. That's essentially just for locking the battery in place. So it's nothing you would leave in there on a continuous basis. But we've got the suspension in the front that worked pretty well. I like the brakes. We're gonna ride with the lights on. You want to be visible. Let's quit messing around. Let's start riding this bike. Okay, we got the drone fired up. So and let's put this baby in pedal assist 1. And let's just ride around the parking lot. I've got the drone set up where it should be following me from the front here. And fortunately with my iPhone, I can change the angle that it'll follow us from. But I just kind of want to give you a look at it here, kind of in slow mode as we ride around. And again, as I pedal here, the bike accelerates. And that seems to work pretty good. So, yeah, all right. It feels good. You got good brakes as we slow down here. And the poor little drone trying to keep up with all these moves, but it's doing a pretty good job of it. I think what we should do now is kind of take off around the school and see if we can get up a little bit faster. I'm going to put it in pedal assist 2. And let's see how well it does. And we're going to make a right turn here. I've noticed that at the schools here, these are charter schools that we're at, and the drone is moving around obstacles there. So when you hear it moving like that, and it'll move to the front of us as we go here, as it gets room to do so. So I'm going to slow down a little bit and give it a chance to get out front. And there it did. Yeah, I mean, the bike is nice and smooth. Obviously, I'm riding on pavement right now, and I see my seat just kind of self-adjusted. So I'm going to stop and see if I can fix that real quick. And hopefully the drone won't stop. So I'm kind of glad that happened while you guys were watching. The seat just kind of moved down and went out of adjustment. And so I can tighten it here with, right here with the adjustment. And evidently I just didn't have it tight enough. And I did tighten it up just a little bit. So let's try that now. And let's see how it does. Yeah, okay. We did all right there. Got that kickstand back up, and off we go. And again, pedal assist 2. And the drone is right in front of me. Let's move the drone behind, and it'll move behind me here. And I was able to do that just by a touch on my on the app on my phone, so that works pretty good. Now, if it looks like my action camera is pointed off a little bit to the left, that's because it is. It's just kind of the way I had to mount it. So it's not exactly pointed directly straight ahead, but that'll do. So pedal assist 2. Let's stay on that subject of the bike. Top speed in pedal assist 2 is 12 miles an hour, which is what we're doing. You can see it's really hazy and smoky here today. We've got a lot of wildfires all around us, so it's kind of smoky, but it's also a little bit overcast. It's going to be super hot today. It's supposed to get up to almost 100 degrees. It was well over 100 yesterday. So let's just kind of go out here. We've got on the main road here, there's a bike path, so we can get on that, or a bike lane, I should say. Okay, I'm going to kick it up to pedal assist 3 as we get out there. That gets us up to about almost 16 miles an hour. It was over 15 there. And we're going to make a right turn here. And again, so on this, you know, you feel like you want to go a little faster on a street like this, so let's kick it up to pedal assist 4. And that's getting us up to 18 miles an hour. So we will try, let's go ahead and go all the way to pedal assist 5 and see if we can get up to, normally I would turn right here on this path, but we're just going to go straight and see how fast I can get going. So the fastest I am at here in pedal assist 5 is about 19 miles an hour. I think I had it up to 20 just a second ago. I suspect that the advertised top speed on this bike is 28 miles an hour. And I am certain that is probably something that you have to unlock. So we'll definitely look into that. Make a turn here, make sure we're not, there's no cars coming or anything. And we'll try this one more time. Again, we're in pedal assist 5. And I'm pedaling as fast as I can. Yeah, almost 20 miles an hour. And let's turn on the turn signal here. Maybe you can see the turn signal on the back. It's cool that this bike has a turn signal. That's definitely a safety feature. But you got to remember to turn it off. And, you know, I just realized I probably didn't have my headlight on. Let's turn that on. And, yeah, let's bring the drone right back around front. And maybe you can see that headlight here. See if it will come around front. The drone still seems to want to follow us here. I'm going back down to pedal assist 2 here on this path. Yeah, now it's moving around. Okay, we got that. So you can see that headlight now. And there's trees, and so the drone is going to have to dodge all these trees here, but it can do it, no problem. But I just wanted you to see the headlight and see that we had it on. So hopefully that showed up there on the drone. We'll leave it in front here for a little while so you can see that. But this path is something I go on quite often because it's kind of uneven. And so it's a good place to try out the suspension, and it seems to work pretty good. This bike does not have any rear suspension; it just has front suspension. And I just was looking here, you know, the derailleur on these bikes, it's almost superfluous. I just noticed it is in 7th gear right now. I don't know that is something that I would even, because you're using the pedal assist most of the time, what gear you're in often doesn't matter. But let's go back down into a lower gear and see if I can tell a difference. Okay, we're going to turn left here, and it's going to be a challenge for the drone because there's a bunch of obstacles. But it did it just fine. Okay, back around here. We're going to go back into pedal assist 5. And let's see if we can outrun the drone. It's trying to catch us. Oh boy, it went right in front of me there. Yeah, Yeah, there it goes. I slowed down a little bit and it got in front of us. All right, let's go back to the side. I put the drone to the side here, and we can see that. We'll slow down here a little bit. This thing is just a pleasure. I love the ergonomics, yeah, that poor little drone it's moving back and forth. I hear it right next to my ear once in a while. So let's turn around this way, flip around, and see if it can stay with us. Again, I'm in pedal assist 5, which I don't need to be. I'm going back down to 3. Plenty of power. Boy, the drone went right over my head there. I don't think it knew which direction to go. Yeah, we lost the drone. I'm turning around here. See if we can reacquire. Did it grab me? Yeah, there it did. It stopped there for a second. I think we just kind of confused it. Interesting, I never heard that before. It was beeping because it lost me. I'm trying to get it to stay to the side. I'm going to go back down to pedal assist 2, so we're a little bit slower. So that's the next subject I was going to talk about. So I know, like on our local green belts here, the cities have limited, and I'm about to lose battery on the drone, so we're going to throw another battery in here before we continue. The poor little drone, we gave it a workout there. I'm going to throw another battery in it here real quick. Okay, I've got the drone fired up again, and it is right in front of us. We'll have it kind of follow from the front. This little drone, you know, you get about 10 or 12 minutes out of a battery, and we were working it pretty hard there. It was flying around a lot of different directions. But in any case, the bike, I was talking about a lot of the rules that you're starting to see in cities and on some of the trails and greenbelt trails where I live in Meridian, Idaho, Boise, Idaho, etc. And we have an extensive amount of greenbelt. And I can tell you from personal experience, walking on some of the green belts, sometimes you are assailed by, you know, I hate to put anybody in a classification, but often younger people that are going down the trail at high speed, and older people too, but far and away often it's younger people. And you're trying to walk and they're blasting by you at, you know, 25 miles an hour or whatever on a trail, and it's disconcerting. You know, you're afraid you're going to get, in fact, people have gotten run into and there have been injuries, so I think that's what's kind of spurred it on. And then the other thing is that they're now limiting to most trails to Class 2 e-bikes. And Class 2 limits you to 28 miles an hour. We tried this guy out. The highest we got was 20, so I'm certain that there's probably a way to unlock to get to 28, because the advertised top speed of the Aipas C1 Max is 28 miles an hour, and I'm sure it'll do it. It's got a powerful enough hub motor. But you just bear that in mind when you're purchasing a bike like this, that you got to know what your local regulations, and cities all around the country, you're reading about it all the time, they're getting way more serious about how they regulate e-bikes. So I'm going to put the drone behind us again, just have it follow us from behind. I'm going to take another little ride around here so we can talk a little bit more about that. But this bike is very capable. It's kind of the perfect bike for the kind of riding that I like to do on the, you know, on the trails and that thing, mostly pavement. I'm sure this bike could do a little bit of off-pavement stuff, but I don't think that's primarily what it's designed for. It's a trail riding e-bike. The tires on it are, I don't know, if it was a motorcycle, we'd call it a dual sport. Anyway, it's they got a few little knobs on them, but really, mostly you're just going to be on the street with it. And yeah, I think I lost the drone back there. Yeah, I heard it where there was some tree branches there. Yeah, it landed. Yeah, it just went ahead and landed. Okay, well, it's pretty cool that it's that safe. It didn't like that tree branch. It may have hit it for all I know. So we'll get launched again here. Okay, take another video. We're gonna go ahead and start here. And I'm kind of right under that branch, so let's see what it does.
2, 1.
And there it's gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna do I do a clap so that I can kick my kickstand back up. So that's how I synchronize audio when I clap like that. So let's go back the other way. But e-bike regulations are getting more and more stringent in cities across the nation. And really, mostly you're going to be limited to Class 2. I know one of the other local cities here called Garden City, Idaho, that's kind of sandwiched between Boise and Meridian. They just passed a law that any e-bike above Class 2 is going to have to be licensed as a motorcycle. Now, I don't know, that's kind of an interesting rule because I don't even know exactly how they would do that. Because, you know, motorcycles are required to have certain things. Yeah, this thing's falling from the side. I thought I put it behind us. Yeah, okay. I touched behind us. I must have missed that. It was set to follow from the side. But you have to license them as a motorcycle. Well, okay, that would just take the fun right out of an e-bike, right? So then you've got things you got to get a motorcycle endorsement on and on and on. This has spurred by, I can tell you locally, we've sadly had some pretty bad e-bike accidents. Very recently, a 15-year-old young man on an e-bike was killed. It was, ironically enough, or coincidentally enough, a motorcycle e-bike accident. And, you know, the poor kid. Anyway, your heart just goes out. So laws are changing. So, you know, just pay attention. But I think that's where this Aipas C1 Max just hits the sweet spot for me. It's powerful enough that you're going to be able to get up hills with it. It's comfortable. And there my foot slipped off the pedal. Hey, I'm an old man. Not saying I'm an expert on an e-bike. But like right now, I'm in pedal assist 2 going 12 miles an hour. Man, that's about right for me. If I want to go faster, I will get on my motorcycle, right? So this is very comfortable. This particular bike, I guess I need to tell you too that obviously because I have a YouTube channel and I've got a little bit of an audience, the Aipas people sent me this bike for a review. So I didn't have to buy it, but I'm going to tell you, this one is going to stay in my stable. You've seen me review a number of other e-bikes, and often at some point I'll just sell them, right? Because how many e-bikes can you have? But I can tell you this one is going to stay with me because, in fact, my wife, I think, will probably become the new owner of this bike. But yeah, okay, I think we're about done with the ride portion of this. I think we've kind of shown you just about everything that I wanted to show you with the bike. I've got the drone coming back in front of us again here. So yeah, nice little machine, the Aipas C1 Max. Let's land the drone and then I'll do a conclusion. Just put my hand out and the drone comes back and lands. Okay, that was our ride with the Aipas C1 Max. Now, I think that's an attractive logo on the back. I like the way they faded that from white to gray. There is nothing about the fit and finish on this bike is extraordinary. The welds, everything about it just looks good. Now, I will show you here. We've got the lights on there, so hopefully you can see the tail light is on. That is an excellent safety feature. And you saw the headlight on the front. I'll show you that in a second. And so what I was messing with before, when the seat actually fell, I had to tighten this up a little bit so that seat was tighter, but that worked out just fine. As we move to the front there, you can see the headlight on. And this honestly is my first real ride with the bike. We're going to put a lot more miles on it, so I'm certain you'll see it in more Idaho Quadcopter videos, but I definitely want to thank the people at Aipas for sending me this bike. It's we're gonna get a lot of use out of it, and it's a lot of fun to ride and perfect quality piece. Now, again, I only got it up to 20 miles an hour. I'm sure you can unlock that for the full 28 in the app. I'm not sure that's anything that I'm ever going to bother with. Again, and I want to show you I call it the dashboard, I guess, and you can see it's in pedal assist 2 here, and that's so easy to change, just up and down there. This is the on-off switch. This just changes the dimming. I think I showed you that earlier. And I guess I can beep the horn again. You got a nice loud horn, and this is the headlight switch and turn signal switch. Turn signals work quite well, so really thoughtful feature that they included on there. I'm digging it. So in any case, I guess that's about it. This is Marcus with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. See if I can get the bike in here as well. Most of all, I appreciate that you took the time to watch this video today, and of course we'll see you on the next one. The Aipas C1 Max, pretty cool piece. All right, see you guys later.